All right, it's official. I have no idea what is going on, why basketball cards are running so hot at the particular moment. I'm happy to, I am soliciting comments. I'm soliciting input. You're not going to believe today's video. This is the Fanatics weekly number 162 recap video. We're going to look at the top 48 highest selling basketball cards. It ain't just Jordan. It isn't just PSA 10s. It isn't just the 90s. We're going to look at some ultra modern inserts that absolutely demolished all-time records. All-time records. The player, the card at the top of last night's auction, which was loaded, is not Jordan. It's not Curry. It's not Lebron. It's not Tim Duncan. It's not Wembanyama. It's not Chet Holmgren. It's not Amen Thompson. You're not going to believe it. It's a 90s great, but you're not going to believe it. It's the only time the card has ever sold publicly. And of course, that's what leads to all-time records and WTF type sales. There's a lot of sales in here. There's a lot of stuff. When cards are running this hot, we have to be super, super careful. I wish I had more time to dig into every single one of these sales, but you're going to have to do that on your own. There are 3 or 4 that we need to look at very closely because they look to be resales of recent sales that may not have been paid because they're coming in close succession. So let's be very, very wary. Let's be very cautious and conservative and thoughtful in how we use these prices that I share with you today. But the prices themselves are absolutely bananas. You guys are going to love this video. Check it out. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. You guys are in for a treat. If you missed my recap of the Fanatics monthly auction, the February auction, go back and check it out. We had to look at 63 cards. Today we're only looking at 48, but the treat is that I actually pull up 25 of the 48. More than half of these cards, we're going to pull it up at Card Ladder and we're going to do some digging and we're going to figure out, we're going to get some information, right? And we're going to go from there. I want you guys to comment. I want you guys to tell me if you think a card sold too high, too low, if there's a reason the card sold too high or too low. You guys have to help me out. Remember, all I do is get here about 20 minutes before, prep for this video, and share information with you. I am not a source. I'm not rubber stamping these things saying this got paid, this didn't get paid. There's always conjecture. There's always reasons. Maybe there's a white corner that I don't have time to check out. I'm not even clicking into the images of these cards. I just can't do it. If I did that, I'd never get these videos out. Certainly, I wouldn't get them out on Monday mornings. And we may be doing the top 10 if you wanted me to look at every card like that instead of this. So you guys are going to enjoy this video, but I need your help, and I want those comments to be full of information for those of you out there that have been doing this a long time, know more about these cards than I do. Share with us what you see. I did pick up on a couple of little questionable here and there sales, but we're going to talk through those as well. The one thing I do want to say before we get started and we start looking at these awesome 48 cards is if you're going to sell cards on the Fanatics weekly auction, and if you want to ring the damn bell and set all-time records, please consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters. You can't miss it. There's a little promo code field when you submit cards to sell on Fanatics, and it doesn't get any easier. I've got videos on this channel showing you just how easy it is to liquidate unwanted inventory on Fanatics. Raw cards, graded cards, it doesn't matter. Send them in. Use the promo code Cajun. It's my primary source of compensation, how I get paid to continue bringing you guys the most consistent content in the hobby. All right, that's enough. Let's screen share and get cranking. I ain't talking about Zion, but this card sold for $43.20. Right next to it, the flagship LeBron James rookie card, the Topps Chrome, number 111, just the base. PSA 10 sells for $4,320. It wasn't long ago that card was over $40,000. That sounds like a fairy tale, but it is true. The 2018 Opulence, a product that really didn't stick around. It was super high end. This card's crazy looking. I just want to right click it to look at it. This is one of those booklets, right? Let's open it up. It's a booklet. Here we go. We got a Jaren Jackson Jr. doing things. Not the most collectible cat in the world. I watched him and Mobley go at it last night. They both suck at offense so bad, and they're so good at defense. Neither one of them could do a damn thing with the other one, right? So good defenders. Whatever. Are they collectible? I don't know. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he sure as hell is collectible. Go look at his index on cardladder.com if you want to see some cards that are running up and to the right, hot as a firecracker. Michael Bridges, I think his time in the spotlight is over. He's just a piece. And then Lonnie Walker, who I think recently found his way back into the league, and I cannot remember which team he signed for, but he just got back from overseas, and now he is back in the NBA. I always thought he was a pretty decent offensive player. Nice spark plug off the bench. 4,320, 42 bids on this crazy-ass quad memorabilia logo man booklet. So there are cards out there. That's crazy. People are probably more SGA on that card than Michael Bridges and Lonnie Walker. We've got LeBron James, and believe it or not, are you sitting down for this? If you're a young person, the number 2 pick in the 2003 NBA draft, Darko Milicic, who now is like a freaking fruit farmer or something. I don't know. He runs a vineyard or he rides horses. I can't remember. This serial number to 10 winning combos does 43.20. First card we're going to look up, 1993 Upper Deck SE Michael Jordan behind the glass PSA 10. Super tough to find this card in a PSA 10. All Jordan PSA 10s are breaking records every single time, right? Well, not so fast. This one had a very abrupt 180 completely. This is the lowest sale of this card in the last 2 years, and we've seen 7 sales. Remember, this is only a Pop 22 card in PSA 10. The card ain't the rarest. It's been graded 1,546 cards. Go look at the pack odds. This is not crazy rare, but it is crazy rare in PSA 10. This one last night, and again, this is where you need to dig in. Maybe this isn't a PSA 10. It's an old PSA label. Maybe if I flip it over on the back, it's got white everywhere. I have no idea. Maybe that's why I can't do that work for you. You guys got to do that yourself if you're looking to pick up this card in a PSA 10 slab. But this card is way down from a $13,000 sale about 2 years ago, a little bit shy of 2 years ago. 4,680 last night, way down from the 8,700 that it sold for last time. So very confusing stuff there. I'd be very cautious on this card. What's the next one going to sell for? My guess is it'll be more than this sale last night, 4,680. There were some other really big Jordan PSA 10s, and there were some other auctions going off last night as well. So maybe that had something to do with, with why this card sort of got lost in the shuffle. You guys let me know. Tyler Hero Gold Rookie PSA 9. He's hot as a firecracker. I had 40 again. Last night, I believe, or night before last, right? Saturday night. This PSA 9 did 4,800, Pop 1 higher. Michael Jordan base, 96 Flair Showcase Row 2. I swear this card just sold. We're going to look it up. Here it is. Base card, guys. Don't confuse it with the Legacy. This is just the base. This card did just sell. That's what I thought. No, wait, that's not it. Wait, what is this? Sale by price? Let me go by date sold. Yeah, okay, so maybe got it confused. I got it confused with the 97 perhaps. By the way, this card is sorted highest to lowest. Again, there's your card last night. Doubled the all-time record, which was 2,160, set about 6 months ago in August. 5,160, monster number for that Pop 47. So that's the first bell ring right there. Kobe Bryant Flawless Auto does 5,160. Here's a card I just want to click and look at because, you know, when we see these game jersey cards, sometimes they seem too good to be true. Like my first impression, knowing nothing about this card or anything about it at all, is when I look at the patch, I'm like, no way. No, absolutely no way that patch is real. Some dude with, Edward Scissorhands got in here and switched out the patch and put this fake one in here. If that's a real patch, again, and CGC says it's real, I guess, because it's certified authentic. That is the craziest looking patch card I have ever seen in my life. I almost wish I'd have dropped $5,280. There was 48 bids on this card, so a lot of people were thinking what I was thinking, which is how cool would this card look in a nice PSA 8 slab with those rounded corners. It's probably a grade okay. That might be the greatest looking game jersey, 97 game jersey patch I've ever seen in my life, regardless of the player. So $5,280 for that Grant Hill. Give him some love. 97 Ultra Star Power plus Middle Child, right? The Star Power Plus, Star Power Supreme. The problem with this card is always, look at this, folks. This blue foil right here where the star, like the trailing of the shooting star, and then down here, trailing the shooting star, that blue foil tends to flake off very easily, sometimes even after the card has been slabbed. This one also does 5,280. The blue foil on this one looks impeccable. It looked perfect to me. 5,280 for that Star Power Plus right there. That's a Pop 38 card. It's actually down a little bit from the last sale a little over a month ago when it sold for $54.27. This one does $53.25. I think that's the second highest price ever paid for the card. This is the second highest price ever paid for the card in 56 sales over whatever, like 17 years. And so Very, very good sale. I can't ring the bell, but very nice. 2 flawless autos, Steph's. I don't talk about these because there's 800 trillion of them. I'm sorry, I don't care if you collect Steph Curry. I don't care if you bought these cards. I'm sick of talking about Steph Curry flawless patch autos. I don't know what the deal is with that and why there are so many of them every single year. Horizontal, vertical, diagonal, patch this, patch that, 18 different parallels. There's too many Steph Curry patch flawless autos. It's crazy. LaMelo Ball rookie. This is serial number to 25, so this is the vertical, but it's some kind of parallel. Why is it a 25? I don't know. Speaking of too many parallels, this is serial number 25, pop 4, 57.60 for that. LaMelo, ankle hurt, ankle good. Ankle hurt, ankle good. Ankle hurt, ankle good. Hornets suck, Hornets don't. Hornets suck, Hornets suck, Hornets suck. 2018 Contenders Optic Blue, Luka Doncic. Are we going to look up some Luka? Let's look at some Luka, right? Post-trade, maybe this card ran. This is his 2018 Contenders Optic Auto, numbered to 99. BGS 9.5. It really is a good-looking card. It's a color match, of course. It's a pop 30 in BGS 9.5, back when people actually used to grade cards with Beckett. This card is down 7.52%. That's relatively flat, right? We've seen this card over the last 2 years. Again, depends on subgrades. Run anywhere from 63.58 up to 8,900, down here to 5,880. So it just depends on how good Luka looks physically and where his team is, and maybe that was pre-playoffs. April is probably pre-playoffs, and so might have been a good time to buy when the Mavs made that run towards the NBA Finals. Then maybe somebody thought he was going to win it. So always keep that in mind when you're looking at these comp graphs, right? There's a lot more to the story. You can't just look at graphs and say it's been here, it's going here. It doesn't work that way. It never works that way, right? We're even seeing Michael Jordan PSA 10 90s inserts retreat a little bit, and some of them we'll see in a second may not even have been paid. So that's another thing to always be cautious about. 2012 Flawless Team Emerald Kobe Bryant, serial numbered to 5, autograph BGS 9, pop 1, 6,300. Giannis Antetokounmpo, remember him? Does anybody remember? He's a top 5 player in the world. He just plays on a team that's got no chance. My favorite team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Sorry, shout out to my Bucks fans. I just don't think the window is still open. Unfortunately, there's not enough help around. Kuzma's not the answer. 2013 Immaculate Giannis, serial number to 99, BGS 9 does 6,300. Wembanyama, black pulsar, stock, whatever, 1 of 1. BGS 9.5. Shocked somebody would grade that with BGS instead of PSA. I guess there's some reason. 6,600 for that one. And then I think this is my personal opinion, the ugliest, most important, ugliest Michael Jordan card. Okay, let me make this clear. Of the important Jordan cards, I think this is the ugliest. I don't think it's the most important. And it's not a card, it's a sticker. These came out of gumball machines, believe it or not. Or like, they came out of those gumball type machines that were in shopping centers back in the 80s. This is the 85 Prism Jewel. There's 2 variations of this. There's the small box and the big box. This is the small box. It's a BGS 6.5. These were very hard to grade because whichever child that drew this picture on here had trouble centering the card. This one obviously is not centered very well, left to right. Although the centering got an 8.5. It's the corners that got a 6, which is weird because it's a rounded corner card. So this is just weird all around. Maybe somebody thought, I'm going to get this thing, I'm going to crack, I'm going to send it to PSA, get a PSA 7, maybe something like that, and see what happens. Maybe there's some money there. 44 bids, so you can tell, even though this is the ugliest Michael Jordan sticker / card in the history of the hobby, right? Other than the ones where they tried to make it look silly. This is the silliest looking one out there. I still haven't picked up this card because I don't like spending, used Honda Accord money to buy the ugliest Michael Jordan sticker in the world. All right, I've pooped on the card enough. The card's worth a lot of money. If you can find this card in a higher grade, it goes for bananas crazy numbers. 6,600 last night for the Prism Jewel small box sticker. Here's a card that I know and love because I own one in the same grade. 97 Fleer Game Breakers, Jordan Rodman, PSA 10. Jordan Rodman, what a pairing that was. Here's the card right there. These are sorted by highest price ever paid. All-time record broken last night. The highest price before this, I'm sorry, take it back. I got this sorted by price. This is the 3rd highest price ever paid. Damn it. I need to start over. No, I'm not going to start over. I've talked too much already. This is the $6,900 sale. The highest ever was on July of last year, $7,200. So it's actually come down $300. Again, rare card. There it is. That's what it looks like. Gorgeous card, by the way. It's always fun when you see Jordan and a teammate, unless that teammate's Bill Winnington. But I don't think there's very many Jordan Bill Winnington cards out there. This is a pop 22 in PSA 10. It's only been graded 236 cards, so the card's pretty damn rare in and of itself. Last night's sale, I'm sorry about that premature bell ringing just now. $6,900 is the third highest price ever paid for that card. 2013 Upper Deck all-time grades. This is a 1/1 Jordan Auto, hand serial numbered right there, 7,200. The Interlake 9, huge-ass card. Huge-ass card if you ever held one of these in your hands. It's a two-hander, right? TWSS. Two hands needed. 1985 Bulls Interlake BGS 9 7,200. We got a LeBron James Ultimate Collection BGS 9.5 Pop 13. Beautiful card there. 9.5 with a 10 for the auto. 7,500. Let's look up the Shaq Rubies. Here he is. Tigard. Is that? I can't tell. Is that Sheed? Who's that guard in Shaq? It looks like a white guy. I don't know. No, that might be Bryan Grant. I can't tell, man. I can't tell. My eyes are failing me over here. I can't tell who that is. Who's that checking Shaq or trying to check Shaq in the post? I know this. He's about to get yammed on and wrapped up when Shaq finishes that dunk. 99 Skybox Star Rubies. You tell me people don't want this card, right? 65 bids, 7,800 was the final sale price. I did look it up somewhere in here. There it is right there. There's your card. This is the card. There's a couple of different rubies from that year. There's the 90 fine. There's the 212. This is the card number 55, so it's the base. I believe this is the base card that you want, the biggest of the rubies. And this card sold for $7,800 last night. That is a record. Nothing premature about that. The old record was a PSA 4, which was the same one. Let's see, 940. 940, same card. So in 2022, some lucky cat picked this thing up for $38.88. Of course, we don't know if it's the same guy that bought it then that sold it 3 years later, but if it is, congrats, you doubled your money from $38.88 on eBay to $7,800 all-time record broken last night on the Fanatics weekly auction. Wilt Chamberlain significantly off-center, 9 OC, right? OC designations, how do you vintage folks out there feel about that? Let's say 9 OC versus PSA 6. Which one would you prefer? How are they price-wise? I could dig into all that and kind of figure out the OC and exactly how much it essentially drops you. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments if you're a vintage collector. You don't see too much OC anymore. I don't even know if they do that anymore. I think now they just give you the grade, right? I don't even know if they give you the OC designation on vintage anymore. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious about that. I should probably know that. I'm an affiliate partner with PSA, but I don't know if PSA gives the OC designation on cards anymore. Like if I sent in this 61 Wilt today, would they just give me a PSA 6? Or would they give me a PSA 9 OC? Do they even use that anymore? Somebody let me know in the comments. That's it for page 2. Guys, we're on to the top 24 cards. Don't peek. I'm going down, scroll down to the bottom. All right, here we go. You're not going to believe the top row, so keep watching if just keep watching. You're not going to believe the top row. It is an extraordinary card for, one maybe the greatest what-if 1990s basketball player, one of the what-if basketball players from the 90s. LeBron James Gold, second-year refractor. BGS 9 does 8,100. Here's a card. We're going to give some love to LeBron James inserts and parallels that are a little bit off the radar. I've got a good friend on Instagram, and he was, again, drawing attention to the fact that there are more important cards out there than just the Gold Prism parallels. Yes, nobody ever said that. Calm down. Nobody's saying that case hit inserts aren't valuable, right? That's exactly what we talked about on there. This is the 2012. This is a card nobody's probably ever heard of. It's a 2012 Panini Innovation Laser Cut LeBron, number 18. It's a BGS 9, Pop 2, none higher, okay? You want to see rarity? Here's rarity. 2012 Innovation, whatever that means. 8,100. When you hear innovation, you think Giannis rookie card, right? Because that's what it was. We got a lot of cards in this top 24 we're going to look up. We're going to look up about 20 of the 24, it seems like. Here's the LeBron. There's the card right there. Great looking image of LeBron, horizontal, love it or hate it, whatever. This is the only time this card's ever sold publicly because I didn't put a grade in here. I didn't put a card number. I just put 2012 Innovation Laser LeBron, and this came up. What if I take out Laser and I put in 18? Would there be more sales in there? Nope, I still don't see another sale of this particular card. I think this is the only time this card's ever sold. And let me show you why. Because when you hit the pop report here, the handy dandy pop report that's provided by Card Ladder at the click of a button, there's only been 5 graded in history. And who knows if some of those are cracking resubs. A PSA 9's big, BGS 9's big, no 10s, no 9.5. So no gem copies exist. Gem rate 005 ever graded. Rare card. Great sale right there. $8,100. Somebody did their research and bid on that card. How many bids? 42 bids. Vin Baker's number. What do you know? 42 bids. Next to it, we've got a card that outsold it, right? So This is where the hobby gets a little screwy, right? So you're comparing a Pop 5, 5 ever graded, highest grade in history, LeBron James, apparently case hit, super rare insert, with a 1997 Metal Universe PMG Green Priest Lauderdale. Yes, there was a player in the NBA named Priest Lauderdale, and he was awful. He was about 7'2" or 3", if I recall. He was terrible. He never made an impact. He never played. Why Metal Universe and those folks decided to put him in the PMG Green base checklist, I have no idea. There's so many other better options out there. Maybe they thought one day he would be the next Mutombo. I don't know. But this PSA 6 Priest Lauderdale Green PMG sold for $8,400 last night, which is obviously not a record. You would think that would be a record. It's not a record. Maybe somebody is finally off the Priest Lauderdale train and they've kind of relaxed on the Priest Lauderdale as a prospect. This is actually an $8,400 sale. It is up from last June, but it is down from 2023 when somebody, believe it or not, paid for a PSA 5, which is a lower grade, $11,407. Again, remember, these are serial number to 10. There's been 4 graded ever. This sale last night was the highest grade, right? So if you're just absolutely insane, Matt Turner, and you're trying to collect a set and you want the absolute highest graded set possible, Nat might already have the 6. I don't know. This is the best Priest Lauderdale Green PMG in the world. I think I've talked long enough about Priest Lauderdale. Jordan Autograph Upper Deck Trilogy Signs of Stardom, $8,700. That's an authentic grade for the card, 10 for the autograph. The 96 Ultra Platinum Medallion Jordan PSA 10. This is a Pop 10. There's a bunch of Platinum Medallions. This is not serial numbered, but I'm about to show you it's probably serial. It would probably be serial numbered close to 100. This is the Ultra Effort. I think this is a great looking Platinum. Of course, it's not the true base. This is a subset, right? The Ultra Effort's a subset. Card number 143. $9,300 last night. That is the highest price ever paid for this card. This card sold a little over a year ago on eBay, and it was not the same card, okay? So this sale on eBay a little over a year ago was $294. This one last night was $740. I think this was my good friend VTV Sports Cards, JoJo's card. I'm not sure, though. $9,300 all-time record for the Platinum 143. What about the 96 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection? Tier 1 here, people. Platinum Medallion, Tier 2. Legacy collections, all 7 of them, Tier 1. Again, there can be an argument made. You should flip-flop them or you should, mix and match them depending on which Platinum and which Legacy. I get all that, right? Again, throwing darts, right? We're trying our best. 96 Flair Showcases were serial number to 150, and this is a Row 2 PSA 7. This Jordan sold for $9,900. There it is right there. That is the all-time record again. So 2 Jordans in a row. Tier 1, Tier 2, both breaking all-time records. The highest price ever paid for this card before was in December of 2024 when, not the same card, different cert number. I've been looking at this, right? There you go, cert number 101 PSA 7. This is cert number 103 PSA 7. So different card sold 2 months later, all-time record. There we go, 2 Jordans, 2 records. Did I tell you we were going to look at those rare LeBron, parallels and inserts that are a little bit off the radar? Here's another one. Check it out. 2012 Panini Crusade Gold, serial number to 10, Pop 3 PSA 10, $10,200 for this LeBron. Where is that bad boy? There he is right there. There's a great image of LeBron doing his 1 foot, 1 hand, cock it down to his cheeks and dunk it. All-time record. When is the last time we have said LeBron all-time record twice in one video? That's twice in one video. The innovation and now this Crusade Gold all-time record. The highest price before this, you're going back to Bubble City, right? 2021, 2020, 2021. This card hasn't sold in quite some time. If we sort by date sold, that's not it. That's blue and gold. You'd have to take out the blue. Let's go minus blue. When's the last time this card sold? That's red gold. Okay, there's a bunch of different ones. I guess I just want the true gold. Can I just get the true gold? There you go. Last time it sold. That's the thing. And that's the magic recipe. What I keep trying to tell people, it doesn't matter if it's Priest Lauderdale or, LeBron or Jordan or Mark Price or freaking Antoine Carr. What you want is you want your car to not have sold in the last 4 years, because this is the crazy stuff that happens. LeBron's cards are down overall 80% over the last 4 years. This card is up 20% or 10.5% or 13% or whatever. Do the math. From 8,988 to 10,200, an all-time record was broken last night again on LeBron. LeBron Star Swatch gold thingy, 10,500. What about the Michael Jordan Full Court Trap 10? This is a card I don't care what the pack odds say. I think this card's rarer than the pack odds because it is impossible to find a gem copy. I know the gem percentage is going to be super low. We're about to look it up. There's the card. Remember, there's a gold parallel, which is significantly more rare than the regular, right? Here's the regular. It's sold for $11,100. This is not the gold. It's been graded 1,400 times, so not the rarest ever, but check out the pop. 23. Coincidence? I think not. PSA 10 pop 23. This card last night sells for $11,100. Guys, this is where we got to be careful. Watch this. All right, that's not it. Here it is. Okay, it sold on June of 2024. It sold for $9,000. That is cert number 723. Easy to remember. The card sold again a half year later, a month ago, for $15,600. Different cert number. Okay, so this is a different sale. So if you look at those, you would say this card. You're telling me this card jumped from $9,000 to $15,600, and that's where, antennas go up. I need this card. I need this card in a higher grade. I think I got a 9, or maybe I got a BGS 9.5. I can't remember. But my antennas go up when I see a sale go from $9,000 6 months later for a retired player, even when it is Michael Jordan, to $15,000. Okay, that's a huge ass jump. That's a 67% jump in 6 months. That's not exactly organic. This is cert number 596 that sold a month ago. Guess what? Last night, 596. So what does that lead me to believe? Is it possible that that card sold 30 days ago and then somebody relisted it right away and it sold for 4,000 less? Yes, it is possible. But what it would, I guess if you apply logic, I would think, and this is the way we got to get this right. And again, I want to be very clear. My paid rate for cards that I sell on Fanatics is over 99%. Okay, 99 out of 100 that I sell on Fanatics get paid. Their overall paid rate is somewhere between 97 and 98%. That is best in class. That is significantly higher than eBay. It's as good as anybody in the business. So I'm not going out here saying, hey, 50% of the cards aren't paid. This one looks like it wasn't paid because it was sold on January 26th. Here we are less than 30 days later, and it's already sold again. It makes me think nobody made the payment during the pay window. It also, when you throw into that the fact that it sold for so much more than the last sale, this seems more believable. But again, we got to keep our eye on this one as well. If this thing shows up 30 days later and it sells for $9,200, well, now we know twice it's not been paid, and now you just got to be careful and see what the hell is going on here, right? So just be very careful out there on Fanatics, on Golden, on MySlabs, on eBay, on private sales. Be careful on everything, right? We don't know what comps are legit and what comps aren't. The folks at Card Ladder do a great job, right? They can't go through. They're not vetting all these. They're relying on the auction houses, Fanatics, Golden, Heritage, Robert Edwards, go down the list. They're relying on those cats to tell them what alt did it or did it not get paid. Card Ladder takes it and goes from there. On private sales, they do some digging that are reported, but on public platform sales, they're relying on the auction houses to inform them whether a card did or did not, specifically that a card did not get paid, right? 2004 Bowman Bowman draft picks and prospects, LeBron James Chrome Gold Refractor. Oh, that's a good looking card. Pop 5 does 12,000. This Kobe title threads something, thank you card, serial number to 300. That's a lot of cards. 300 is a huge serial number for an autograph patch card. Does 12,600. I think I looked up this crazy card. I did. There it is right there. This is not the all-time record. The last sale was actually 18,600. Check it out. Guess when it was? And guess what? Same card. So this is 2 in a row where when you look at the jump, and this, somebody argued with me. I was like, that's too much. When I looked at this card a couple weeks ago, right, this is the exact same cert number, right? Same card. It sold for $18,000. The sale before that was way back for $6,300 in 2022. Kobe cards were higher in 2022 than they are today. They were. This card was higher. Probably, look, in 2022, it sold for $6,000 and $8,000. Then you look up and it like triples and sells for $18,600. When I saw that, I was like, there's no way. It doesn't make any sense. If it was serial number to 11, great. But it's serial number to 300 and it's a PSA 9, right? I'm just not buying it. There's your pop report. I know only 42 have been graded. That right there seems weird to me, right? It seems like if there was 300 of them, then more of them would be graded. That's like 1/7. Less than 1/7 have been graded. It's weird. Again, very low pop in that grade, but like, from $6,000 to $18,000, no, man, I'm not buying that. There's much bigger Kobe cards you could get for $18,000 than that. And then it sells last night, same exact cert number for $12,600. That would lead me to believe that 14 days ago, this did not get paid. Somebody called in and said, you know what, never mind, I'm not paying, right? And those people get banned from Fanatics. If you bid on a card and you win it, you don't pay it, you're done. You're gone, you're out, right? So for this card to get back into the auction 14 days later, I know that person probably had to tell them that they didn't pay it just to get it back in there. So is this sale real? I don't know. I'm going to ignore this sale, and you guys do what you want with it. 96 Bowman Best Jordan Honor Roll Atomic Refractor. We know who's on the back of this one. Akeem the Dream, Olajuwon. You don't believe me? Let's look and we can tell for ourselves. There you go. There's Dream right there. This one looks like it's got a little hint of green on it, a little green tinge, especially on the Olajuwon on the back. He looks pretty damn hulkish right there. Guess what? 23 bids. Coincidence? I think not. This card sold for $12,600 last night. I do have it pulled up right here. There's your card. That is down from $16,800, which was 21 days ago. And guess what? That is a different card. And this one that sold for again, here's another one. This is a big jump, people. I'm sorry. You know I love Jordan more than anybody, but like $4,800 in 2022 for this Atomic, and that seems a little bit low, right? But all the way to $16,800, almost 4X, 3.5X, whatever. And then now it sells for $4,200 less. We got to be real careful. These are some big ass numbers that are going out there. There it is. Pop 22 in PSA 10, 20% gem rate. Not the rarest thing in the world. I don't know, man. From 18,600 to 12,600. Makes me wonder if the 18,600 was legit. And then we got a 97 Z4 Super Boss Jordan PSA 10. This is a card that I need. This is a card. It's really going to be really low pop. I don't remember what it is, but we're about to look together. If I can find it. There it is right there. Remember, there's the Boss, which is kind of yellowish wood. Super Boss is more chromium, darker wood, and it says Super over the top of it. Can't really tell there, but just trust me on that. This is far and away the all-time record, and this is a number that I do believe because this one sold way back in April of 2021 for $45.50. We know Jordan 90s inserts and parallels have gone ballistic since then. It has jumped to $12,600. Now, would I jump and pay $12,600? No, because you could do a lot with $12,600, to be quite honest with you. But this is a Pop 20, so very similar population in PSA 10 to that Atomic that we just looked at. I guess my question to you guys would be, which of these two cards would you prefer, the Atomic Refractor 10 or the Super Boss 10? I think most people would prefer the Atomic Refractor 10, but for that color. I did not like that color on that Atomic Refractor, on a roll Atomic Refractor with Dream and MJ. So let me know in the comments, which of those cards would you prefer? Both of them are around the same pop, 22 versus 20. More awesome LeBron case hit type stuff. 2012 Panini Elite Series Class Master, serial number to 99, BGS 9.5. This is a Pop 3, none graded higher. 12,600 last night. I have a feeling, yeah, my feeling was right. That is an all-time record, and that is a really good-looking card. I will admit. I love that the card does the talking. There's not a bunch of stuff going on. It's a great-looking card. Pop 2 in PSA 10, Pop 3 in BGS 9.5. That leaves 5 gems in the world. Somebody decided to spend $12,600 to wrap it up. This card has sold for almost $12,000 in PSA 10, right? Back in 2023. This card's way up from 2021, which is something you can't really say about very many LeBron James cards, notwithstanding the ones we're looking at in this particular auction, which are the super rare, high-grade case hit LeBron inserts, right? BGS 9, Michael Jordan 57 Fleer True Rookie card that was pulled out of a pack. This card sold for $13,800. Next to it, we've got a 97 Metal Universe Platinum Portrait Jordan PSA 9. We know the 10s and everything in Jordan are running, notwithstanding some of the cards we've seen in this auction where we're seeing them take a step back. And whether it was because one didn't get paid or whether it's just time to take a step back because they've run too hot, I don't know. You guys can comment and let me know what you think about the Jordan PSA 10 market. What about the PSA 9 on a super, super tough pack odds card like this one, the 97 Platinum Portrait, one of Jordan's biggest inserts from the 90s, a Tier 2 hierarchy card, Pop 27 in PSA 9. Guys, there's only been 282 of these things graded, and it comes from maybe the greatest basketball card set that's ever been made. This card is a Pop 27. There are 17 PSA 10s. PSA 10 goes for about 77 grand, 70 to 80 grand. PSA 9 is going for 13 grand. That's about 1/5, something like that. And you guys let me know what you think about that. Maybe it's 1/6, somewhere in that range. Pop 27, check it out. That is the highest sale over the last 2 years. It's up 53%. This is not a PSA 10, guys. That's a PSA 9, and it is sold 4 times, 5 times, 4 times over the last 2 years, up 53%. Great return on investment in that one. Chet Holmgren, BGS 9.510. This is his true RPA. There are 3 of these out there. I've got it pulled up. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Here he is. There's Chet. Here it is. Guess what? That's a record? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm very surprised that that card sold for $13,800 and broke the all-time record. Again, the card sold for $12,200, and then it sold for more, which is shocking. He is back, and they are going to make a run, it looks like, to the NBA Finals. They're a very tough team. So maybe somebody's just, maybe somebody thinks this may be the last chance I can get this card for $13,800. 96 Finest Kobe Refractor PSA 10. Before I even looked at the card ladder, I knew this card was not going to do well. Why? Because it's supposed to be gold and it's not. This PSA 10, no coating. Remember, you can leave the coating, you can take it off. This is the no coating, and it is just not really good from a surface standpoint. If you don't believe me, let's look at it. I just don't think it pops. I just don't think the color's great. I think it's very greenish, yellowy, urine-ish color, and that card sold for $14,400. I've got it somewhere in here. There it is right there. Look at the difference between this one and this one. Look at Kobe's arms. Here, he is very green. Here, he is a black man, like he's supposed to be, right? That is what Kobe's arms are supposed to look like. This is not what Kobe's arms are supposed to look like, and that is why the card sold for $14,400, which is way down from the last sale of $21,000. This is a huge crushing blow, down 32% from the last sale. Why? Again, this is why you got to look at more than just little green dots on a screen. Graphs are helpful, but graphs don't tell the whole story. You guys get in there and do your own search, right? You can even hit view all sales. I can look at these tiny micro pictures and tell this card does not look like the one that sold before it, and it sure doesn't look like the one that sold for $70,000 back in 2021. That one looks incredible, right? So you guys got to do your own research on that and be very careful. Comps are not the Bible, right? Comps just lead you down the path, right? Here we go. All right, is this top 6? Yeah, top 6. We got 6 cards. We're going to look up 5 of these bad boys, right? The first one, another Jordan Tier 2 card, the 97 Metal Universe Championship Galaxy. This PSA 10 sold for $15,000. Big sale last night for the Championship Galaxy, down from the last sale. So we're starting to see some logic and some calming of the Jordan PSA 10 market, even on monster cards like this. And I'll be honest with you, 5 sales of this PSA 10 Pop 27 over the last 2 years seems like a lot. If 4 years go by, my guess is it's going to sell for more than $15,000. It'll probably sell for $20,000 if the next sale we see is 2029. So you just got to see what the market will bear. Great looking card, amazing card. Again, I can't ever remember. Is that Buck Williams or Walt Williams? I don't know. I don't know who it is. Somebody help me. Jordan dual patch auto with Kobe, 2002 SPX winning combos, Wizards Jordan, BGS 9 for the autograph. It is on card, it looks like to me. Serial number to only 10. Yikes. Pop 1, none higher. 15,600. Big card right there if you're a Jordan and Kobe collector. If you collect both of them, congrats. That's fun, right? To pair those guys up. 97 Ultra Abilities Superstar PSA 10. So similar to the Championship Galaxy, just a super rare one. It's actually twice as rare. 1 in 5,760 pack odds. And very hard to gem because it is not shaped like a rectangle. It's shaped like I don't know what the hell you call it, a freakazoid, right? You got trapezoids. This is a freakazoid. Die cut, superstar, ultra abilities, starter, all-star, superstar. There's your 3. This is the big brother. 17,400 for this one. There it is. As you can see, jagged, pop 22. But guess what? This one takes a huge turn downward for the worst, right? Last 2 sales, 21.6, 22.2. This one all the way down to 17,400. I didn't look at the card. Maybe there's a problem. Maybe there's a problem with the card itself. I'm looking kind of right now. That looks like there might be some edge wear, like some noticeable edge wear right there. But again, I just can't tell because I'm old. I can't see a damn thing. You guys can do your own research and see why. Maybe it just needed to come back down. Maybe it just ran too hot too much. Going back to our graph, I mean, it is still, with that sale last night, it's still up 41% over the last 2 years. So maybe it was just too hot. I mean, before that, it was up like, what, 80% or something crazy. Top 3, I told you you're not going to believe it. Penny's at number 1. Hang on, we're going to get there. In 2015, Revolution, first year Revolution, Galactic LeBron, BGS 9.5. Again, $23,400. I get it. I love it. I appreciate the fact that it's first year Revolution, which suddenly somebody cares about. I do think Galactics are really cool parallels, and I think that is probably why people even know Revolution exists. I love the Revolution product. I think Galactics are okay. A lot of people are in love with Galactics. This is a Pop 5 in a 9.5, $23,400. That's the second highest price that's ever been paid for this card. Again, there's been 11 graded, so that should give you some idea of just how rare the Galactics were from first year Revolution. Someone really cares that they are low pop, and $23,000 seems like a lot of money to pay for this particular LeBron James card. That's just my perception, and I'm not trying to compare LeBron to Jordan or Kobe or anybody else, but like, there was a Bowman draft picks and prospects right here, and I know it's serial number to 50, but it's also a Pop 5 and PSA 10. And that's a second year LeBron, not a 13th year LeBron, and that sold for $12,000. I don't know, man, that's half. That's a high price to pay for that Galactic, but it's been done before, so maybe I'm the one who's a lunatic here. You guys let me know in the comments. I know look, again, it's an awesome card, right? And I know it's not in my lane, so I really don't have standing to comment on it, but I like to put numbers together and put pen to paper and try to make logic and sense out of stuff. BGS 6.5, Jordan autograph. I can't help you here. I don't know if this is the greatest sale ever or the worst sale ever. $31,200 on Jordan's first ever insert, his rookie sticker with the great Otis Birdsong in the background. There's the card right there. I just plugged in all the stickers, right? And you guys can kind of go through here and see. The most recent sale was from 8 days ago, actually, believe it or not. It looks like we have a old PSA authentic. This is a flight school thing, which I don't know how that works. How about a BGS 810? That sold for $46,000. This is a BGS 6.510. This one had a fat blue marker, which some people may like, some people may not. This one has a normal blue pen, which some people may like, some people may not. 46 versus 31. This one really presents well, and it's a much better looking card. How about this one that sold for $84,000? This is a 9 for the autograph. It's not even a 10 for the autograph, and it sold for 2.5 times the one that sold last night. So I just don't know enough about these things to really comment on it, so I'm just throwing the data out there. Somebody who knows about this, tell me, is this a good sale? Is this a bad sale? Should it have sold for 41 or 21? Should it have sold for 71? I don't have any idea. I know a 10 for the autograph is really good. It seems like really important to me, and I would care a lot more about that than the off-center left to right on the card, so let me know. And then we've got this penny PMG 98, right? People call it the gold PMG. It's really just PMGs. Because it's the only color there is. It's not a gold parallel. It's not like there's another color PMG from 98. This is it. And PMGs in 98 were serial number to 50, just like the championship from the year prior. This is a Pop 1, none graded higher, $43,200. That's a big time Penny Hardaway sale right there. We're going to look at the card, look at all the sales of this card. Guess what? That's it, guys. That's it. That's the only one that's ever sold in any grade. There's only 3 that have ever been graded by BGS, and that's them right there. I didn't plug in PSA, BGS, or anything. I just don't see any sales of a 98 PMG Penny Hardaway. So shout out to all of you fervent, ardent Penny Hardaway collectors out there. There's a lot of you guys that have absolutely incredible Penny Hardaway collections out there, and you guys know who I'm talking about. You see their stuff on IG, and it's incredible. He is a very collectible player from the 90s, and this has got to be up there with some of his best cards. Here's what I want to plug in. I'm going to plug in Hardaway, and then I'm going to plug in minus Tim, and then I'm going to sort by price. And guys, this is the highest selling Penny Hardaway card of all time on a public platform. The highest selling Penny Hardaway card in history, and it ain't really close. And this one really doesn't count because that's got Jordan on it. So we're throwing out this quad auto, Michael Jordan card. If we go to the next highest, this doubled almost doubled the highest selling Penny Hardaway card of all time prior to this, which was his championship PMG right here, right? So that is a big sale right there of $21,000. 43.2 last night. I don't think anybody thought this card was going to get to that. Let me know what you think about that sale in the comments. That is massive. That is big. And if you won that card, I want to know if you won that card. Top 10. Never thought I'd say this. Penny Hardaway, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Chet Holmgren sneaking in at number 8, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan. So heavy blue chip, and then Penny Hardaway with really the headline sale, $43,200. Guys, let me know what you think about last night. I feel like I rang the bell quite a bit on quite a few cards. We also saw some Michael Jordan cards take a little bit of a step back, which is great if you're somebody like me who is looking to pick up these cards still, right? I'm in the Michael Jordan buying market, so it's not the end of the world that they just plateau and or recede just a little bit. Let's cool the jets a little bit. Let's not get back into making 2021-22 mistakes. How about LeBron James insert cards going absolutely bananas last night? How legit is that? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Are those things undervalued before last night? Obviously, they're not undervalued now because those were some huge sales on some, to be honest with you, pretty obscure, notwithstanding the Galactic, you know, the innovation thing and then the other Panini Elite. Those are a little bit off the radar. Those are pretty obscure inserts / parallels. So let me know what you think. I don't know enough about LeBron really to comment on those, but let me know what you think about the LeBron insert sales last night as well. And of course, if you were the buyer of the penny, congratulations. If you're the seller, even bigger congratulations. That's a huge sale. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope these videos get your week off to a great start. I did this last week. I'm going to do it again. We're going to look at the Michael Jordan cards that sold last night on Fanatics, less than $5,000. Call it what you want. I can't remember what I called it, but it's going to, record collecting. What did I call it? I called it something like that. So stay tuned for another video this evening or tomorrow where we're going to talk about the Michael Jordan cards that sold for under $5,000, maybe even lower than that last night on this very Fanatics Weekly Auction. Guys, these Fanatics Weekly Auctions end every single Sunday evening in furious extended bidding. As you guys can see, that's where all the action comes. If you're thinking about buying or selling on Fanatics, you can support the Cajun Cardboard channel by doing that. Just read the description to this video. There's a million other ways you can support the channel through the use or purchase of some of my affiliate partners software as well. Thank you guys as always for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. I hope you have a great week, and peace.